Young male syndrome is the propensity for young men to act and think in aggressive and dominant ways and take more risks than women and older men and boys. Young men are evolutionarily driven to compete over and for women. Offspring and thus gene inheritance is the ultimate goal of evolution. Evolution motivates men to pass on their genes by pushing them to seek partners, but because other men are also seeking partners, they must compete with other men to have access to women. They can defeat rivals through competition, dissuading them from potential partners, and they can entice potential partners through display of their beneficial characteristics when competing.
Women can only have children once every 9 months, only get pregnant for a few days of each month, and can only have children until around 45, whereas men are able to have children multiple times a day if they're able to find enough partners, and are able to have children into their 80s. With much lower limits to when and how much they can produce offspring, men have much more competition for potential partners. One man can impregnate 50 women, leaving 49 men without offspring, whereas one woman can only have a child with one man at a time. Thus, men are driven to compete with each other in order to win over women or to make the other men give the woman up, whereas women are not. In addition, strength has been found to be a salient characteristic that women look for in men, whereas it's not a trait that men look for in women. So physical competition is a way that men can demonstrate their physical advantage.
Young men's evolutionary drive to compete over reproductive resources values taking risks for rewards, which influences their actions. They are more likely to take risks like speeding and street racing than women and older men because they can find higher rewards. Taking these risks can allow them to demonstrate their skill and confidence to potential partners. These risk-taking behaviors occur more often when women are around, as the evolutionary drive to show off for potential partners is greater.
Younger men. The drive to compete and take risks is significantly higher among young men than older men. One biological differentiator is the higher level of testosterone in young men, which is connected with higher levels of risk-taking and aggression. After men have children, they usually have a reduction in testosterone, suggesting that they have less of a need to compete for potential partners. Part of the cause is the significantly higher resources of the average older man versus the average younger man. Wealth and resources are important attractors for women, so older men that have built wealth and resources over time have that attractor, whereas young men are driven to compete to show off their physical prowess or to back down other men to compensate for their lack of resources and win partners. Furthermore, with the greater resources and children that the average older man have already acquired, they have much more to lose in physical competition, especially when it increases to violence, than younger men.
Go. Okay, good.
Young men's competitive nature can lead them to violence when disputes occur, especially among peers. When confronted with a rival, disparaged by an enemy, or caught showing weakness, young men can explode into violence, fueled by their need to demonstrate their strength or eliminate their foes. These violent conflicts sometimes end in death.